I'm picking up this energy where you trusted that someone was going to keep their word, but they didn't. And I'm just hearing that they weren't able to. Like, they didn't have the mental capacity to keep their word. But you trusted them because you wanted to. Like, you want to trust them. You wanted to trust them. And they could have said that they'll do whatever it is that you discussed, but they could not follow through. That's what I'm getting. Okay, that's the download. Hey soul family, I am Mystic Alchemy for those who don't know me. Hello. All right, so this message is basically someone that you allowed to take the wheel. Like, you gave this person a lot of control in your life, and not in a way where you didn't have any control at all, but in a way where you trusted this person to do something that they said that they would do, or be who they said that they would be. Maybe this is someone who you wanted to have a better relationship with. You wanted to see better circumstances with this person. You wanted to have better experiences, like an improved experience with this person. But there's just something that was supposed to happen that actually didn't. And I heard it should have been different by now. It should have been different by now. I just heard that. And then the more you think about it, the more this person, you recognize how you were let down by them. I just heard never again. Never again will I allow that to happen again in my life. I feel like you've been through enough in this situation, and you've learned all of the lessons that you could possibly learn, you know, because a lot of times when we feel like we've had losses, they're lessons. But in this case, I feel like you have experienced all lessons possible being in a relationship with this person. And that's whatever relationship it is, because this could really be any relationship, but place it where it fits. What have they done for you? I just heard. What were they actually able to do for you? And then look at what you did for them. And it's not about like a tit for tat thing. It's not about that. It's really about being able to step back and look how much energy you have put into a person. Out of love, out of respect, out of loyalty. Loyalty is a big one, okay? Because I feel like many of you are loyal. Loyal friends, loyal family members. I feel like you are loyal in a relationship, like romantic relationship. But you don't always feel like you receive that same loyalty. And that's where the problem comes in for you. Because that's what you deserve. And I feel as though you know that you deserve loyalty, respect, and acknowledgement. I feel like you know that you deserve that. There has just been some circumstances where certain individuals in your life were not able to be what it would have been nice for them to be. If they could have been who you thought they would be, it would have been really nice. It's just a situation where they can't, because they don't really know how. Sometimes we can put people in a place in our life that represents exactly what we want, but that person is not even what we pictured. That person is not even, I heard, an eighth of what we see for ourselves when we get into situations like this. Because you can look at the things that you enjoy and appreciate with a person and just hold on to those things. And in many cases in life, that's a good perspective to have. When you look at someone for just who they are and you take the best part of them and you focus on that, that's a good thing. However, it becomes a problem when it prevents you from being able to move, you know, being able to do what it is that you desire. That's when it becomes a really great challenge for you. And it's okay that it happens. It's okay that it may be still happening for some of you. It could have happened in the past. It's okay. Because there was purpose. There's always purpose. I feel like the relationship is very purposeful. And you've learned a lot just from being in these types of relationships, which is why the relationship still has great value in your life. And it also helps you to see how valuable you are to be strong enough to withstand what you endured in the relationship. Sometimes we just need to step back and just pay attention to how things actually turned out and how far you've come, instead of how far you have left to go. Because then you find room to appreciate, you know, when you find a place to appreciate in your life, not just one place, but various different spaces within your life that you can appreciate, it makes the load a little lighter. It makes you be able to continue to move when sometimes you might just want to maybe just take a break for a while from thinking about it, because sometimes you just need a mental breather, like just a break. Like, can I just go on vacation for a second and just be on a beach somewhere and not think about anything? I heard some of you don't like the beach. Some of you don't like sand. And that's okay. Whatever it is that you like, even if you would like to sit poolside, but you don't want to go in the pool, or maybe you do. Either way, you just need a peace of mind from these types of situations, because they do become overwhelming. And I keep on hearing, you allowed someone to take the wheel and they almost drove you off a cliff. I just heard that. Because they don't really know how to function in the way that you do. So they're in a baby phase. They're in a baby phase, and you're not in the same place. So it makes it more challenging for you, you know. It makes it more challenging for you to accept the circumstances, because you know deep down inside that it's not quite right. And you can pinpoint everything that's not right. But you're so kind, so nurturing, so loving, so beautiful, with such a pure heart and soul, that even when you're suffering, you sacrifice yourself for the next person, no matter who they are. You'll sacrifice yourself for the next person and put yourself on the back burner to save someone else's soul and forget about your own, or save someone else's mind or their emotions. Like, to prevent someone else from feeling bad, you'll suffer. And that's very selfless, you know. That's someone who is selfless and someone who is just overflowing with love. But it's also someone who can be in danger. And I don't want to scare anybody, but when I say that, I mean like in danger of not being able to fully evolve into the master that you truly are. That's dangerous, because, you know, this life, we're here right now in this lifetime, but eventually, you know, the time will come where we'll have to move on to the next phase. And Spirit says that they want that fact to be a motivator for you to give in to your mastership. I just heard. I don't hear that often, mastership. Let me look it up real quick. I'm gonna check it. Okay, I figured this is kind of what it means. But anyway, it says, the state of being a master, rule, control, dominion, the position, duties, or term of office of a master. I heard relationship, mastership. It's a state of being, which is a good way to say it. Your mastership is a state of being. And in order for you to reach your mastership, dead weight has to fall away, because the dead weight will weigh you down and you'll be too heavy to move. I heard you have so many moves to make. As many moves as the ocean waves. You have so many moves to make, as many moves as the ocean waves. That's a lot of moves. And it's very flowy. So that just tells me that when you make the first move, you're going to segue into the next move so effortlessly. And it's just going to blend together so well, like a symphony. It's like music to your ears and your eyes. Because what you will create will be such a great surprise, I just heard. I'm being guided to get a charm, so let's see. This is a flower, a little white flower. What else? Let me get something else. A lightning bolt. I like that. A flower and a lightning bolt. Electricity, power, flowers. I heard flower power. Did the Powerpuff Girls say that? Flower power? I feel like I've seen that before on a shirt or something, flower power. And it's giving hippie vibes to me right now. Like I see those big bubbly letters, like the hippie vibe. Flower power. Maybe some of you went to, what is that called? I can't remember what it's called, but I think there was a lot of hippies there. And everybody was just having a good time on the grass. And that was way before my time, but I always hear about it. What is it called again? Okay, let me look it up. I'll be right back. It's Woodstock. The Woodstock Music Festival. I feel like some of you are in that age range where you could have been there, or there's something about it that resonates with you. Woodstock. I heard those were the days where people had fun and there wasn't so much violence in those days. Well, at least at that time. I feel like for that, I just heard that with this festival. It says 1969. There may have been multiple, but that's the date or the year that I'm seeing here. Woodstock. The lightning bolt in the flower. I just keep on hearing flower power. Maybe you're going to mix something together that's going to be very powerful. Maybe you're a herbalist. There's something about electricity and herbs. Putting something at the right temperature, I'm hearing, will change its potency. Putting something at the right temperature will change its potency. And its malleability. I heard take some time and you will see. What else? This is in your destiny. This is someone who's an herbalist. Someone is going to come up with some groundbreaking ingredients or a mixture of some type of something. And it's going to... This is a dolphin. It's going to change the world in a major way somehow. It's like some type of invention. It could have something to do with saving the sea animals. Or it could have something to do with food. This is a fish. Looks like a dolphin to me. I'm trying to put it so it's not glaring, but I think you guys have seen it. It's something very powerful and very unique. Very out of the ordinary, non-traditional. This is something that no one has ever seen before. At least that's what Spirit is saying. Four-leaf clover. You're lucky. I heard you're the lucky one. It's meant for you. You're supposed to do it. It's for you. So if you're a herbalist, I heard change the temperature. Just change the temperature and see what it does. See the effects that it has. Because it'll increase its potency and something about it being more malleable, whatever that means. I mean, malleable means that it could be molded, moved, changed. The shape can change. However, that statement might mean something very specific for someone who is an herbalist and someone who does practice herbalism. Now I'm hearing some type of extraction from a sea creature. I just heard whale fat. What is going on? I don't know. I'm hearing a lot of ingredients and mixtures. So that's what I'm getting. But overall, I just saw fat burning down and melting, being melted. I don't know. It's like you being able to figure this out is groundbreaking. And when you notice it, just you noticing it is going to change your whole life. And then once you notice it, that's just like the key to everything else. Because you're going to notice something. It's going to be like, it's going to trigger, it's going to spark something in your mind, and it's going to take you to a whole nother place. And if this is not like herbalism, it could be you being a chef. Something that has to do with putting ingredients together and creating something new. It's a form of alchemy. You're an alchemist and you're about to create something and it's about to go down. Because you're about to shake up the earth with whatever that is that you have going on there. That's amazing. Okay, what else? If you feel angry at someone, find it in your heart to just forgive them and move on with no hard feelings so that your heart can stay light. Because Spirit does not want you to have a heavy heart. I always say that to you guys because they tell me that all the time. They don't want your heart to be heavy. They don't want you to hold burdens of anger toward anyone because it's just not good for you. It could stress you out and make you feel like you're withering away, like an empty shell. and you're supposed to be walking with fullness and health, good health, and a clear mind, okay? I heard that didn't just happen, it happened for a reason. Whatever that means to you, what happened recently had a very significant purpose for you to see what you needed to see. Because if you didn't see it, then you wouldn't feel the way you do. And you need to feel the way you do so that you can take the next step. That's what I'm hearing. I heard the light bulb went out as you moved about. It wasn't a waste of time. It wasn't a waste of time, but something about, it wasn't a waste of time because the truth penetrated your mind. The truth penetrated your mind. The truth of the matter. You needed to see this so that you can know. Because if you didn't see this, you would never know. Okay? That's what I'm getting with that right there. Because if you, okay, there's something about, back to the first message, the download, that if you tried to allow them to take the wheel of your life and they almost drove you off the cliff. And I'm hearing it could have been worse. So that's why you went through it already to see. So now you know, because something, it could have been way worse than what it was. So I've heard you've been saved by the bell. And the bell could really just be synchronicities. It could really just be signs from the divine. And it could be a realization that you've come to appreciate, respect, and recognize what it is for what it is. You know, that's what I'm getting here. Anything else? I think that's it. It happened for a reason. I just keep hearing it happened for a reason. Don't doubt it, because it was purposeful and it needed to happen. If it didn't, you wouldn't move. You would stay under the same circumstances. But it's okay, because now you know. Okay? So that's what I'm hearing. Whoever this resonates with, all of these things that I had said, you're going to get them, okay? Because they might seem out of place, but sometimes when Spirit gives me messages, they're in pieces like that, and it's for you to decipher and to apply to your own circumstances and situations, because it's given in that way to help you to see the answer in your own circumstances to help you, okay? All right, my love. So that's all I have for you. I hope this message finds those who need to hear it and those who this message is helpful for. And always remember that everything you do it with love. And always remember that God is in you and the magic is too, because you're a magic. Much love to you. I'll see you in the next reading.